Okay, this is absolutely insane, and it should have us all very alarmed about this new movie that is coming out from Pixar called Churning Red. Now, this is a film that is about a kid that turns into a giant panda, and it is a film that after you see what this film critic has to say about the film, I hope that it raises a lot of red flags for you, and I hope that it makes you think twice about going to see it in the theater or at home or whatever else. By the way, there's some very interesting conflicts that are happening apparently about that as well that we'll also get to. But first we have to talk about this major issue with this film and something that this critic had to say about the film. It's more this video is more about what the critic had to say than the movie itself, but it should also make us think twice about seeing this film. So let's go ahead and get into this and see what this is all about. This is absolutely insane. So this is something that a film critic who decided to see the film had to say about it. So her name is Courtney Howard, and she had this to say about Churning Red. Churning Red, Pixar Churning Red is hilarious, heartfelt, and unapologetically horny. Keep in mind, this is supposed to be a film for kids. Just keep that in mind. A sentimental story about parental problems, puberty, and pandas that's endearingly oddball and off-kilter in the best way. Good world building and teen bops. Sandra Oh and newcomer Rosalie Chang are splendid. What? What? I'm just blown away by this, and I really shouldn't be surprised because we know that this is what Hollywood is doing, as well as like the education system and all these other institutions. They are trying to indoctrinate kids. They're trying to push these really messed up messages on kids, and that is one of my biggest concerns about this film as well. I can see through and I can see what they're trying to do with this movie. And I haven't even seen the movie, but just from the trailers themselves, I've been like, okay, I kind of have an idea of what they're going to be doing with this movie as far as trying to push some very concerning, to say the least, messages on children. So, this is insane, okay? After you read that, I hope that should be a huge red flag to us all about going to see this movie. We should at least be a little bit careful about, you know, investigating this movie and taking our kids to it and everything else. And, you know, this is insane. But the hilarious thing about this is that she, basically made her account on Twitter protected so that now you can't see her tweets or anything else, and she is getting absolutely destroyed. Not as much as I was hoping that she would be for this tweet, but she is still getting destroyed nonetheless. So why would you use the word horny to describe this movie? I'm sorry, unapologetically what? So people are not happy about this, which is good, but we need more people to be very upset about this, because it should be something that's very upsetting and concerning to us. We know what they're trying to do with children. We've seen it before with things like cuties and everything else, and it is something that we should be aware of. So, I haven't seen this movie yet. I don't know about this movie, but there's also something else that's really interesting that's going on. So, rumor, Pixar at war with Disney and Bob Chapek over decision to release Turning Red direct to Disney+. So, apparently there's a lot of conflict over that as well. And it's just a complete mess. And I don't know about you guys, but man, Pixar has really fallen off the wagon, it seems like, recently. Like, I look back on their old films, and I'm like, man, these films are just so good. Like, these films are just fantastic, and they have so much depth to them and so much heart, and it feels like Pixar actually cared and wanted to be a little bit different than the rest of Hollywood. But now it seems like Pixar is really just kind of churning out a lot of the same type of crap that the rest of Hollywood is, and it's so depressing to watch. Not saying that all of Pixar's films coming out these days are terrible or anything, but the majority of them just, they lack what the early Pixar films had, which was depth, and you know, there were movies that the whole family could watch and appreciate and get something from it, you know. Not so much these days. So before we end this video, I just want to close on this and say that maybe instead of watching this Turning Red movie, I suggest going to Twitter and following this account, Daily Red Pandas. It turns out that red pandas are actually like some of my favorite animals in the world. Like, I absolutely love red pandas. And so basically this is just a Twitter account that just posts pictures of red pandas all day. It is fantastic. I love it. Like how can you not love that, right? Come on. It's so great. So this is a great account. I highly recommend following it. I think that you guys will find a lot of joy from it, and probably a lot more joy, and it honestly will probably be a lot more beneficial to your heart and soul than what this Turning Red movie is. This is, I don't even know if this is necessarily the same account that I follow. I don't know. Is it? Because I'm not following this one, but there must be another one out there. I think there's one that posts hourly is the one that I follow. Let me see if I can find it here. Red pandas. I don't know, but there are a bunch of these. There's at Daily Red Pandas. There's another one that's out there that's like an hourly Red Pandas one as well, which is great. So so yeah, anyway, go check it out. There's a lot of great stuff over there that is much better than this movie already. I can already tell you that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you for watching all of that great stuff. Please share the video, leave a like, and I'll talk to you in another video very soon. Bye.